Hello everybody, welcome back. Let's get stuck straight in, shall we? So it was a bit of a crazy day yesterday at FOMC, and they decided to do nothing, and then the markets dumped because nothing happened, and the markets hadn't even priced that in, but they dumped anyway, and then they recovered, and now they're back higher than they were yesterday. Oh, what a load of nonsense. Honestly, what a load of jibber jabber. So, there was a point yesterday where the wick took us down below this horizontal. The horizontal's relatively important, I suppose. We're in a sideways channel. Low down here, 16,500, and then high here, 120, 100, basically. Sideways range, and now we're in the middle of a sideways range, back again. With a wick yesterday that teased everybody out of their positions. So on the live stream, we were looking at this as it was taking place. It was all relatively new when we were doing the Patreon last night, and with that, you have to measure out certain areas that you might see lower down, and then obviously we'd expect to see a ricochet and a bounce from there. I mean, we didn't even get that; it was just a liquidity grab. So the dollar's going up as well. And with the Dixie bouncing, everybody's getting afraid as well. Now, having a Dixie bounce is not too much of a bad idea. In all fairness, the Dixie is due a bounce, a decent bounce anyway. We've come down to this trend line that's been in here since 2011, so fine, let it bounce. We're at the first major resistance now on a weekly. 20 moving average, 21 exponential, and then incoming death cross on simples and exponentials. So there's plenty of areas for it to get rejected from. Now, I'm not some sort of Dixie sort of super bear. I expected this pullback, from when we started to pull back, and I expected it to run down into this trend line, around this kind of time frame. So, nailed it, basically. But I'm also not expecting it to bounce and shoot straight back up to 120 at this point now, nor am I really expecting it to break down from here. I'm expecting it to sort of fanny around and have another retest, similar to the way it did in 2021, basically. So I like it, and it's just waiting for it to be rejected, either here, or here. And with that will come the next big run in the market. If this is how it's going to be, everybody's sitting around waiting for the dollar to give some kind of signal. I think that's what it's going to be. And it's affecting gold, it's affecting silver, it's affecting crypto, it's affecting stocks, it's affecting everything basically. So now all we're looking to do is wait for the turnaround. And to be honest with you, I don't think we even need to wait for the turnaround too much either, because just looking at all the crypto, and it's all just moving as one giant beast. And the beast is following Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is above the center of the range, looking to move back up to 120 again. So it's like whatever happens, everything's still exactly the same, isn't it? Really, whatever happens, it all ends up being the same. So there's no point in me sort of getting stuck into individual altcoins today. We did that yesterday on the Patreon, and most things look the same. You have to measure out lower targets, and you also have to measure out higher targets. But as it would appear, everything's the same, if not a little bit better than it was yesterday. And I'd made the analogy yesterday on the stream as like, imagine, last night it felt very much like a poker game, and we were getting bluffed. The market was bluffing us. Because the reality is, and I've probably said it about 10 times on the stream, nothing changed. So literally nothing changed. The situation by the evening was the same as the morning. It was just that it was official that the rates weren't going up or down, or they were just staying the same. So there's literally no fundamental change to allow for the market to dump or pump, just continue in its direction, which is an uptrend, as you can see on the S&P and here on Ethereum. So with that in mind, yeah, the market had a bit of a dump, but literally nothing changed. So basically, things should stay the same. The market hadn't priced in a rate cut anyway. The markets are just moving up nicely on their own. So long story short, Ethereum's good, Bitcoin's good, S&P's good, Dixie, well, probably good. Everything's good. And we should just be expecting the same old thing, which is general continuation up from now until the next time we see a warning sign. I don't really see any warning signs. No warning signs. No warning signs. Yeah, allow it. Right, thank you. Let's get on with our day. Take it easy.